It's Saturday, the 11th day of November 2023. Many thanks for joining us right here at Lookuptv. My name is John Matava. We have a lot for you today, including a press release by the Kenya Power Company just apologizing to the entire nation of power outage expected in many parts of the country. And also in the bulletin, the Azimio leader Raila Odinga promising to expose the fuel cartels that have been operating in the fuel increment. And of course, that and much more coming up just after the highlights.
Tonight.
Hiyo ninasema tumefanya uchunguzi na wiki ijayo mtatoboa.
I will expose fuel cartels next week, declares Azimio leader Raila Odinga as he blames corruption in government for the high cost of living.
Baragoi mambo si mzuri. Tangu ile siku mulilete wale askari wa SOG, mambo kidogo ilikuwa imetulia. Lakini vile sasa tunaona wakati wao askari waliondolewa, Baragoi tunaelekea sasa kurudi mahali ambayo tulikuwa.
Fear and agony as 7 people were killed in the last 1 week in bandit attacks in Baragoi, Samburu County. And hundreds more left homeless in Meru and Isiolo counties as El Nino rains continue to pound.
Welcome to the program. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Philista Adundo. Welcome. Let's get started. The Azimio leader Raila Odinga has promised to expose cartels in the government to fuel deal, blaming the cartels for the constant rise of fuel prices, which in turn increases the cost of living. Speaking in Siaya County, where he launched the ODM nationwide recruitment drive, Odinga further slammed President William Ruto's State of the Nation address, saying it was dishonest and not a reflection of the state of affairs.
Manake yale yote ambayo alisema yalikuwa ni uongo tu. Anasema gharama ya maisha imerudi chini, bei ya unga imerudi chini. Imerudi chini. Gorogoro je? Sasa nimesema moja ya sababu ya hali ya maisha kukuwa ngumu ni bei ya mafuta. Bei ya mafuta ya petroli to pay, because unajua Bwana Ruto alisema ametoa makampuni ya mafuta kununua mafuta kutoka ngambo. Anafanya kitu inaitwa G2G, at government to government. Kenya government is now buying oil from Saudi Arabia na serikali ya Emirates. Sasa lakini hiyo ni njama ya kunyanyasa wa Kenya. Hiyo bei ambayo wanauza hiyo mafuta katika kila lita wameweka 30 juu. Each and every liter of oil which they are selling, they are eating 30 shillings. They have loaded 30 shillings in each and every liter. That is to say, if 1 liter is costing 217 shillings, it should cost 187 shillings. Museveni amesema hataki kufanya nini? Kugharamia ufisadi ya Wakenya. He does not want to subsidize Kenyan corruption. And that's why amesema anakwenda Dar es Salaam kupitia mafuta kutoka Tanzania. Je, hii ni sawa sawa? Hii ni sawa sawa? Hiyo ninasema tumefanya uchunguzi na wiki ijayo mtatoboa.
Away from that, tension remains high in Baragoi, Samburu County after the 7 people were killed in the last 1 week. In the recent incident, armed bandits raided Bendera village in Kilingo, rather killing 1 person and injuring 2 others. Residents are now calling on the government to redeploy special forces in the area to contain the deteriorating insecurity in the region.
A cloud of sorrow hangs over Baragoi in Samburu County as residents grapple with the aftermath of devastating banditry attacks that unfolded in a span of a week. The attacks, which have so far claimed the lives of 7 people, while others are nursing injuries at Maralal Referral Hospital, has left residents in shock and disbelief. The recent incident is the attack on that 5-year-old man who was at the time in a bathroom. Wilson Lenandonka, the chief area Bendera, say that close to 30 bandits invaded the area, leaving a wave of destruction behind them.
Na walifu walikuja kufamia area yangu ya Bendera na ni Waturkana. Na ni kama watu ambaye estimate ni kama watu 30. Ni kama full raid.
In the face of the ongoing adversity, the community has come together, demonstrating resilience and solidarity through organizing burial services to the departed souls and provide solace to the grieving families.
Walifu ambao walikuja eneo langu, kijiji ambayo inaitwa kijiji cha Bendera, wakapata kuua kijana mmoja wa chini miaka 35 na kujeruhi mvulana mmoja mwenye chini ya miaka 20 na pia kujeruhi ofisa wetu wa polisi.
Led by Elbara Ward MCA Jeremiah Letoro, the residents want Interior CS Kithure Kindiki to deploy back special forces to contain the dire situation and bring bandits to book.
Tunataka kuambia ofisi ya Kindiki ya kwamba Baragoi mambo si mzuri. Tangu ile siku mulilete wale askari wa SOG, mambo kidogo ilikuwa imetulia. Lakini vile sasa tunaona wakati wao askari waliondolewa, Baragoi tunaelekea sasa kurudi mahali ambayo tulikuwa. Serikali yetu ambayo tunaipenda sana, kwa nini walikuja wakatoa askari ambao walikuja kutusaidia hapa?
The attack comes barely a week after CS Kindiki held a security meeting to assess the situation, a move that saw residents surrender at least 96 guns to the government. Aluda Gail for Lookuptv.
Thank you, Aluda, for that story. Moving forward, hundreds of residents of Tractor Village in Garimara Ward in Isiolo County have been left homeless after heavy rains that continue to pound the area and the neighboring counties of Meru. Residents have further decried impassable roads, forcing many to seek alternative places on higher grounds.
As El Nino rains continue to be witnessed in many parts of the country, residents of Ngarimara Ward in Isiolo County are counting losses after being left homeless, with mothers and children seeking to relocate to higher grounds.
Hapa ndio naitwa Tractor. Hapa inaishi watu 330. Wazazi pamoja na familia, watoto, sababu saa hii watoto wamefunga. Tuko zaidi ya watu 300 hapa. Hii shida imekuwa kila kukinyesha tunakuwa na hii shida. Maji inatoka upande wa Meru, pande gani yote inakuja inamiminika hapa hivi.
According to Cecilia Lonyok, a resident of Tractor area and a mother of 7, she accounts having spent sleepless nights and trying to empty water from their home, but all in vain due to the high magnitude of the rains.
Kwa majina ninaitwa Cecilia Lonyok na tumeathiriwa na maji. Kuanzia juzi tulikuwa tunaona kama maji bado iko kidogo, lakini kuanzia jana usiku hatukulala, tumekaa hivi tukishota maji mpaka ikatuingilia. Na vile imetuingilia, mzigo yetu zingine zimebaki huko. Kidogo yenye unabeba tu yenye umelalisha na watoto ukabeba ukiwa unarukisha maji. Sasa sisi tumeumia kabisa na maji.
Lobuna Tele also said that the floods which have now affected her for 3 consecutive times have forced her to spend 1 week outside her home, and efforts to rescue her belongings have been futile.
Mimi nakaa wiki moja nje kulala kwa watu. Hakuna kitu mimi nimepata hapa. Mbuzi, alikuwa na mbuzi hapa. Watoto ya mbuzi amepotelea hapa. Kuku amepotelea hapa. Vitu yote amepotelea hapa.
According to Noah Esekon, a community health volunteer at Tractor Village, says that many residents have been forced to spend their night along the roads together with their children and livestock, thus posing a health risk of contracting malaria and diarrhea.
Saa hii imefurisha watu hawako makwao. Na sasa watu wanakaa tu juu ya lami na wanalala juu ya lami. without mahali watakapolala. Watoto juu ya lami, wazazi juu ya lami, pamoja na mifugo zao.
John Matava, Lookuptv.
And of course, the government is advising everyone to keep an eye on the ongoing El Nino rains. Away from that, Second Lady Pastor Dorcas Rigathi has actualized the National Police Service uniformed mass wedding for that two couples at the Embakasi Police Training College. As Brian Amwai reports, the newlyweds have expressed their joy, terming it a restoration of some of their marriages.
They took to the floor, dancing all the way to their union, brides donning white wedding dresses as the grooms donned their official uniforms, a clear indication that it is a wedding of the members of the force. Family and friends came together to celebrate with these 32 couples at the Embakasi Police Training College.
These challenges notwithstanding, we must brave and live fulfilling lives, full of happiness and family warmth. We must live with each other daily, loving each other every minute.
An event that most have welcomed, terming it a restoration of their marriage.
Ni kitu tuliongojea kwa muda, lakini hakika tumeona Mungu ametenda.
Na leo nashukuru Mungu kwa kufikisha siku hii ya leo. Hata maneno inapotea yenye naweza sema, lakini ni kushukuru Mungu na tuonekanie kabisa, na hiyo na tuwe na sherehe ya kufanya.
Tumefurahia siku ya leo, tumefurahia excellency kutuchangamsha kama sisi officers. So leo tumeunganishwa kama familia,
sababu hichi cheti ni cha muhimu sana maishani mwetu, sababu bila hichi cheti vitu mingi sana zinaweza kosekana. So I'm so happy, so thankful for the office.
I'm humbled to be here today. I'm very happy for the Second Lady to initiate this particular forum.
Organizing a wedding is expensive, hence mass wedding came to the aid of the couples. The youngest couple in this group is 28 and 26 years old, Eric Muturi and Alice Muturi, who tied the knot finally after looking forward to it for a while, but were held back due to finances.
Kufanya harusi kuna kuanga na cost mingi, so maybe kuplan nini, reception, vitu kama hizo, but since it is catered for, inakuwa rahisi pia kwenda kwa hizo charges za registrations and what, inakuanga ni pesa fulani lazima ukuwe umenini, but since tulisaidika na kuna pesa fulani ilikuwa imetengwa for this occasion to happen, at least in a cut cost.
Na tunataka kurudishia Her Excellency, thank you, a big thank you for choosing this day for us, and we say thank you, na tunafurahia sana. Yeah.
The couples have been called upon to keep peace in their marriages by the chaplain.
Ever come near them, and they will live to satisfaction just because they are about to have been won by the reinforcement of the fathers, and it is indeed an amazing moment. We are looking forward as a fraternity to see more coming, and I can assure you, I think we need more ground, because next time.
The couples were elated, believing in the institution of marriage and the need to officiate it. The uniformed wedding is in line with the agenda of the Office of the Spouse of the Deputy President on Family Values. Brian Amwai, Lookuptv.
And that story by Brian Amwai takes us on our first break right here on Look Up Weekend. Stay with us. We'll be coming up with much more.
Introducing the Kenya Trade Fair Fusion Sales Drive event in the heart of Nairobi at the Kenya National Archives. It's not just an event, it's sales generation with a remarkable return on investment. Get ready to let your booth do the talking as you study new market trends with lots of entertainment featuring traditional live bands, DJs and artists. For vendor registration, call 0724 715 334 or 0713 907 584 or 0723 861 173.
Jaza mfuko na chapa kila nusu saa. Cheza tatua tatu na 10 bob tu na ushinde jaza bonus ya 10,000 Kenya shillings kila siku. Istoshe, ukicheza na 70 bob au zaidi, utakamua guaranteed bonus ya shilingi 5,000 dakika 30 zijazo. Si hayo tu, jaza keja na home makeover. Jaza parking yako na a brand new tuk-tuk au pikipiki. Hapa ni kujaza na tatua. Nenda kwa M-Pesa, chagua paybill number 150 chagua namba zako 3 za bahati kati ya 0 na 9 ukifuatanisha na neno Lookuptv. Cheza na kati ya shilingi 10 hadi shilingi 1,000 na ujaze mfuko na chapa kila nusu saa.
Over 18s only. Gaming can be addictive. Play responsibly. This message has been approved by the BCLB.
Karibu mtazamaji kwenye kipindi cha jamii na itikadi.
Kaini kitako tuna mengi.
Mapenzi yanapoanza watu huitana bebi na majina mengine matamu, lakini baadaye penzi linapogeuka na kuwa shubiri,
mtu anafikia kwenda kumtafuta mke mwingine.
Itakuwaje?
Yule wa kwake nyumbani labda hajamridhisha.
Ni sawa ama vipi Maliki?
Dadangu, wanaume ni kama maembe.
Huyu ni mwanamume atakuja abadiliki.
Mwanaume mwenye wanawake wengi hata katika uchumba, kwenye ndoa ataendelea. Mtu na tabia yake hawachi. Ile umbo la kike likishaanza, kila kitu kishaanza kuwa mahali pake.
Ningependa kukuona.
Sijaenda mahali ambapo mimi nilisikia mtu ati huyu alikuwa shujaa, alikufa katika mstari wa mbele wa ndoa. Sijawahi sikia mimi.
Are you a junior secondary school, a college, a TVET institution or a university and you want to advertise your intake? Book now and advertise with us today on both Lookuptv and all our digital platforms. Call us today or email us on sales@lookuptv.co.ke.
Welcome back to the program. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Philista Adundo. Let's get going. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has hit back at South Africa's F-Party leader Julius Malema for criticizing President William Ruto's leadership. Speaking in Kilifi, where he visited the St. Thomas Girls Secondary School to oversee the ongoing KCSE examinations, Gachagua called out foreign leaders for meddling in Kenya's internal affairs.
Remarks by a South African opposition politician Julius Malema criticizing the leadership of President William Ruto while on a visit in Kenya have angered the government. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who attended a fundraising function at SEK St. Thomas Church in Malindi, has termed Malema's remarks unfortunate and an interference in internal affairs of Kenya.
Nimeona hata mtu mwingine ametoka South Africa, hajui Kenya, ameingia tu asubuhi ameanza kusema mambo ya Kenya. Tungetaka kuambia wageni wakitembea waheshimu viongozi wa ile nchi wametembea. Sisi tumetembea nchi za ng'ambo na tunaenda tunakaa, hatuwezi kumtusi rais wa nchi ya ng'ambo. Hatuwezi ingilia siasa ya huko. Huyu amekuja ni mjuaji, amefika asubuhi. Saa 8 mambo ya Kenya anajua hata kuliko sisi. Si mlimsikia yeye? Na pale kwao nilikuwa hapo December. Rationing ya stima ni 7 hours. Na sisi hatuongei.
In the same breath, Rigathi Gachagua has lashed out at opposition outfit Azimio and its leader Raila Odinga for consistently blaming the government over the prevailing high cost of living.
Na hii watu wanakachifu rais juu wanataka nini? Akisema watu walipe kodi tujenge uchumi, wanasema ni makosa. Haya. Akienda kutafuta pesa ngambo alete, wanasema anatembea sana. Sasa wanataka aende wapi? Which is which? Tungetaka kuomba viongozi pia. Mimi siku tuliapishwa pale na Rais Kasarani Bishop, niliongea nikasema pahali tumekuta Kenya, tumekuta ikiwa kwa shimo. Kwa store hata panya hakuna, kwa sababu hakuna kitu ya kukula. Watu wakanikemea, hii mtu ni mjeuri, mbona anaongea kukiwa na wageni, lakini mimi niliongea ukweli.
The second in command says Raila Odinga and his team are insincere in their criticisms and that they are playing politics with the high cost of living.
And we want to ask our leaders to be consistent. Siku unga ilikuwa 230, hatukuona wakiongea. Zaidi wanaongea. Siku pesa ya Kenya ya COVID iliimbiwa, sikuona wakiongea. Zaidi wanaongea. Siku pesa ya serikali yote ilichukuliwa ikawekwa kwa BBI, hawakuongea. Zaidi wanaongea. Siku walichukua pesa yote ya serikali wakaweka kwa project Azimio, hawakuongea. Let our leaders be consistent. We want to appreciate constructive criticism from church leaders, from everybody. Let them watukosoe pahali tumefanya makosa, but let us be consistent.
With President William Ruto out of the country on yet another foreign trip, Rigathi has defended the numerous trips, insisting Kenya is reaping huge economic benefits from such trips.
Rais anatembea kwa sababu zile pesa tunaokota kwa ushuru haitoshi matumizi ya serikali. Lazima rais atafute marafiki, Amerikani, China, kwa Arabu, Ujerumani, Ufaransa, atembee. Na hii matembezi ya rais imeanza kuzaa matunda. Na hivi karibuni mtaanza kuona. Na tutamtangazia kila safari ya rais, tutasema ni nini, manufaa yake ni nini. Sasa rais ameenda hapo kupanga mambo ya mafuta. Atarudi jioni hii.
Henry Tende Anyula, Lookuptv.
The Kenya Environmental Health and Public Health practitioners have issued a 21-day strike notice citing political influence in the irregularities, intimidation and appointment of non-technical professionals in the public health department. As Gail Aluda reports, the health practitioners want the union laws adhered to.
Solidarity forever.
Politically skewed transfers and appointments of non-technical professionals in the public departments has led the Kenya Environmental Health and Public Health Practitioners Union to issue a 21-day notice strike to the Meru County government.
1. Immediate reversal and the rescinding of the skewed transfer. And by saying so, we are guided by the PHOTC Act, the Public Health and Technicians Act, which in section 28 clearly stipulates that no person shall practice public health unless such a person has been registered and licensed in this country. And it also forbids any organization, whether public or private, to engage or employ a person who is not a public health officer to discharge the role of a director of public health.
Led by the Union Secretary General Brown Ashira, they say no service will be offered in any health facility across the county if their lamentations are not promptly addressed.
Served the county governments 21 days notice. If they cannot be able to listen to us, the avenues provided in law that we are supposed to do. We are a labor movement. So the 21 days, if they lapse effective from today, we are going to come back here and we are going to withdraw service. We are not going to wait our members to be victimized, intimidated by transfers. Gone are those days. This is not an animal farm.
Aludagel for Lookuptv.
Solidarity for.
Thank you so much, Aluda Gail, for that story. Moving forward, the judiciary has blamed the rising cases of child abuse in Naivasha to informal settlements as the biggest hotspots for the rising cases of child abuse. This has been contributed by the lack of a child protection unit at the Naivasha police station and an acute shortage of magistrates.
The The judiciary in Naivasha has raised concerns over increased number of child abuse cases, claiming that informal settlements that incidentally harbor hundreds of flower farm workers have been mapped out as the epicenter of defilement, abandonment, assault, and neglect of the minors.
Prevention is better than cure. Let's prevent. If you and I took the responsibility as a society, we will not even be here talking about judiciary. Children's Service Week, because there will be no children cases where in court.
This emerged during the launch of the Children's Service Month at the Naivasha Law Courts, with cases involving minors being prioritized in November. Close to 150 criminal cases have been handled in the facility, with the number still on the rise in the last 1 year.
Safeguard the children as our children, not your child and somebody's child. And number two, if by any chance we are not able to completely eradicate or stop the commission of the crime, you are the first people to preserve the evidence. So if you don't preserve the evidence, then we lose the case at that stage.
On her part, Naivasha Principal Magistrate Juliana Ndegeri said that the criminal cases facing the minors' sexual abuse is the leading, with the numbers on the rise. She further asked the well-wishers to assist complete the Child Protection Unit in Naivasha so that they can hasten dispensation of justice, mainly when the minors are on holiday.
Tuko na kesi 143 ambazo ziko lower court. Hizo ni za criminal ama kesi za jinai. Tuko pia na kesi mbili ambazo zinahusiana na underage, under 18, ziko high court. Moja iko review stage, alihukumiwa katika hii lower court, amepeleka high court, na tuko na moja ambayo ni kesi ya high court ya kesi ya murder. Lower court pia tuko na civil cases ambazo ni 43.
John Matava, Lookuptv.
Welcome to some sporting action right now. 20 times Kenya Premier League champions Gor Mahia shared the spoils with the Moranga Seal after a nil draw in the SportPesa derby held at Moi International Sports Centre, Kasarani. Shabana FC registered their second win of the season after thrashing Nzoia Sugar 2-1. Tusker FC trounced Nairobi Stars 3-1. The Bankers KCB won 3-0 against Bidco United. AFC Leopard registered a 1-1 draw against Posta Rangers, while Bandari FC defeated Kariobangi Sharks 2-0. The Kenya National Rugby 15s team Simbas have registered a win of 20 points to 13 against Cranes of Uganda in a match held at Jomo Kenyatta Stadium in Kisumu. In another match, Kenya Lionesses trounced Uganda's Lady Cranes at 87 points to 3 in a historic win. And our Sports Cabinet Secretary Ababu Namwamba has reiterated the importance of fighting doping menace in the country. Speaking at Eliud Kipchoge Stadium in Kapsabet, Nandi County, Ababu noted that the government has invested 3.7 billion Kenyan shillings in fighting the virus. He further advocated for athletes to be tested before going for training camps.
Thank you for coming to
of our athletes is very important. Not only as a government, we have declared total, relentless, unwavering, unequivocal, and ambiguous war on doping. Our mantra in government is zero tolerance to doping. Tumetenga shilingi bilioni 3.7, 3.7 billion shillings that we have set aside to facilitate this all-out war against doping. It is a significant financial outlay. And we want these resources to be put to good use to end this menace.
And that story finalizes the broadcast tonight. Many thanks for watching. And of course, in the anticipated power outage that is going on in the country, Kenya Power continues to apologize to every Kenyan that they're experiencing power outage tonight. And with that and much more, you can follow us on our bulletins, on our socials at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Lookuptv. My name is John Matava. Please have a good night and enjoy the rest of your weekend.